Okay, so today we are going to discuss about Elastic Beanstalk. So far, like in the beginning class of the AWS class, we are discussing about that IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS, like software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. These tools what we covered up, right? Like IAM, EC2, VPC. These are the tools which are comes under in IaaS, infrastructure as a service. S3, software as a service. Lambda, CloudFormation template, Elastic Beanstalk. These all are comes under in a PaaS platform, platform as a service. Okay. With Elastic Beanstalk, some people Elastic Beanstalk were called it as a EBS. People used to call Elastic Beanstalk service like that. Okay. So with Elastic Beanstalk, you can quickly deploy and manage applications in the AWS cloud. So remember, guys, who will use this AWS Beanstalk? Nothing but so usually developers will use this feature. Why they will use this feature? Nothing but developers only writing a code, right, for a website. So whatever the code they wrote, right, they directly deploy that code on the Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk will going to create the server. All the things will be taken care by Elastic Beanstalk only. Then finally, that will going to deploy the application, and finally you can view the output also straight away. That's the real use case of the Elastic Beanstalk. So with Elastic Beanstalk, you can quickly deploy and manage the applications in AWS cloud without having to learn about the infrastructure that runs those applications. Means you're not required to worry about the infrastructure. You no need to worry about the how to create the infrastructure also, because that will be taken care by AWS team only. Elastic Beanstalk reduces the management complexity without restricting the choice or control. You simply upload your application, and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles the details of capacity provisioning, load balancing, scaling, and application health monitoring like that. Elastic Beanstalk supports application developed in the Go language, Java, .NET, Node.js, PHP, Python, and Ruby language. When you deploy your application, Elastic Beanstalk build the selected supported platform version and provisions one or more AWS resources such as Amazon EC2 instances to run your application. You can interact with Elastic Beanstalk by using the console CLI or high-level CLI designed especially for Elastic Beanstalk. There is no additional charge for Elastic Beanstalk. You only pay for the underlying AWS resources that your application consumes. Look at this diagram will give some clear idea. We have created the application. That application we require some data, right? We uploaded the version of the data. Then we have launched the environment. Then we are managing the environment. So out of that, every time we are releasing a new versions. Then application one time only you're creating application, but what you are doing? Just you're updating the code versions. Code nothing but your deployment code will be changing by the developer and will be uploading. That's it, your job. Okay, how it works? Let me gonna show that right now. Search for the word Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk, run and manage web applications. So here is there, right? You can see run Beanstalk is a easy to use service deploying scaling web application deployed with Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, and Docker familiar servers. So what you need to do? You simply upload your code, but the rest of the things will be taken care by AWS only. You need to write a code and need to upload the code. If you done that, then AWS will take care of everything. But when it comes to the costing, right, the price, AWS never charge for Elastic Beanstalk, but AWS only charge for under the Elastic Beanstalk. What are the other services you're going to use, right? For that only you need to pay the bill. Then what are the benefits? easy to get started, complete resource control, automatic application with monitoring, fully managed. These are the 4 advantages, the features will be available in the Elastic Beanstalk. So now let me show how to create the Elastic Beanstalk. Easily deploy your web application in minutes. Okay, let me click on create application. When I click on create the application, this many steps I need to complete. Okay, so the first thing, environment tier. So Amazon Elastic Beanstalk has 2 types of environment tiers to support different types of web application. One is web server environment, another one is worker environment. These are 2 options, web server environment, another one is worker environment. What is the difference between web server environment? Nothing but run a website, web application, or web API that serves HTTP request. Worker environment, run a worker application that process long running workloads on demand or performing tasks on a schedule. Okay, but we require a web server only. Then application name, we can use sample application, sample app, my application name. Tags optional, but if you want, you can give that name. Then I can mention sample app. Then environment information, simple app environment be given. Domain name, we are not having any domain, so leaving as it is. Then environment description, we can give the same sample app env. Then managed platform, we can select it here. We can select Tomcat is a platform I'm selecting. This is a Tomcat will automatically gonna install in the Amazon Linux 2023. Then sample code, upload your code. 2 options are there. Sample code I'll go with this moment because I didn't write any code for this. Once maybe later I'll pick up the code and I'll upload that. Then you're asking from a preset that matches your use case, where I choose custom configuration to unset recommended values and use the server's default values are there. So that means I'm gonna use a single instance free tier eligible one I'm taking. That means it won't be creating one server and we can able to use that. But other than that, there are plenty of options that you can see. Single instance, but using spot instances. Spot instances nothing but the cost will be low and there is no guarantee of the server. That's the spot instances. High availability, nothing but 24/7 the applications will run. That's the high availability. High availability using on demand and spot instances, nothing but costly servers also and low cost servers also, both can be used. Then at last we can set our own custom configuration also. Okay, I'm go with the single instance free tier eligible one only. Next. Under this service access, IAM roles assumed by Elastic Beanstalk as a service role. And EC2 instances profile allow Elastic Beanstalk to create and manage your environment with both IAM role and instance profile must be attached to the IAM manager policies to contain the required permissions. So here, I think I didn't created that. Use an existing role is a create a new role also there. I go with the create a new role. It will going to create the new role again. Key pair, already you have the key pair. You can choose an existing key pair. Then any role is required, you can select the role. I'm creating a role with the Terraform admin role already there with me. I'm choosing that. Then click on next. The next option will be setting up the networking and database and tags wise. So here I'll choose my own VPC. Then public IP activated. I'll choose what is subnet, public subnet. I'll gonna choose database with your environment. If register days, enable our database. Database is not required, so I'm ignoring that. For our application, database is not required. We can add the tag name sample app. Sample app. Next. Here, configure instance traffic and scaling is there. Container default, let it be that. Monitoring interval 5, IMDB deactivated. Security group I need to select. I am security group. I selected my custom VPC SG. Single instance we chosen already. On-demand instance we chosen. This everything is default. Yeah, into 86 and into IRM 64, 2 options are there. Let it be that. So I'll use instance type of micro and the small option is there. Micro and small. Okay. Small I'll remove. Micro only I'll take. T2.micro is there. T.micro is there. So I'll go with the T.micro. Tell this T.micro only one device. AMI ID is chosen already. Just need to click on next. So then almost we done. Next we have the configuration details we need to update. Health reporting basic I'll choose. Manager update. Any updates are coming, so we can update that. I'm not updating anything. Email notification. Once it's created, you need to get an email notification. Means we can set up an email notification. Then application deployment percentage fixed, two options are there. All at once I'm using, so let it be that. The rolling update type is that, deactivated is that, let it be that. Ignore health check false, okay, threshold health check okay. Command timeout 600. Platform Nginx is there, Apache is there. Container options specific platform include persistent server OS environment. Let it be Nginx only. Then storage locks not required. Rotate the locks stand. Okay, that's not required. Lock streaming not required. All good. Click on next. Last review option. Then we click on submit option. Then the things will be submitted now. What is the name is result one cannot be modified. Key name would be okay. Role already exists. Okay. Already exist. Okay. Then we'll edit this. Use an existing role. AWS role. That's it. Next. Skip to review. Then click on submit. Somewhere is getting the problem. Previous. Look at the somewhere the tag value will be there. Tag will remove it. My tag already added that. That's the reason. Let me come from the first beginning. I'll remove this tag. Tomcat next. Then here nothing is there. Next. Your VPC selected. All good. Tag anywhere is there. Tag I'll remove it here also. Okay, all good. Skip to review. Then I'll click on submit. Let's see. Okay, all good now. It started creating the things. We can monitor it here. Everything will be provisioning events. We can see, but it will take some time. It will take some time. They entered it here, right? Beanstalk is launching your environment. This will take a few minutes. Few minutes it will going to take. Let it complete that. Let's will see. In the meantime, I required the WAR files. So let me download the WAR files. Sample. Here 10 Tomcat 10 sample application is there. WAR file. Form XML file is there. Source SS main Java. Web app. Web INF. Web XML is there. Okay, this not be working. Sample application will deploy. Okay, this is downloaded. Okay, now file already downloaded. Okay, enrollment successfully launched is there, right? So here now I'm gonna show that error does not match exist for stock web. Okay, okay, it's a error. The failed reason following this is failed. Create EBAS auto scaling launch configuration. Okay, domain ID domain. No. Why is the problem? Deploy. Trying to add new version to the environment, but it's failed. Okay, applications. Swap environment domain, clone environment, restart app server, rebuild the environment, rebuild the environment. Let's see. Once it's rebuilt, we'll see. But health check will be gray is there. Okay. Deleted EIP, starting. Okay, let it run. In the meantime, we'll discuss different things. It will take some time anyway. We have a concept called AWS organizations are there. Organization nothing but right now in our self one AWS account is there, assume that in the company. So the company grows or the project grows. Generally each project they're going to create one AWS account. Each project they're going to create one AWS accounts. Then matlab, if you're handling 10 projects in the company means then 10 AWS accounts will be there. But company is only one company, right? Then how they can manage 10 different AWS accounts for individual clients means. So those are root accounts only, as like you guys, like I have my own root account, you guys have your own root account, like that, right? So what they're gonna do means, what is the concept AWS organization means? AWS organization will combine all the root accounts into one place. There could be one out of all the root accounts they'll combine to one place, and they'll make one guy as a superior root account. One guy become a superior root account. That means there is a head of this all the root accounts. That guy we call it as a AWS organization. AWS Organization is an account management service that lets you consolidate multiple AWS accounts. Lets you consolidate multiple AWS accounts into an organization that you create and centrally manage. With AWS organizations, you can create member accounts and invite existing accounts to join as your organization. Member accounts, nothing but main account. Then you will be inviting people to join this account. AWS organizations include account management and consolidated billing capabilities that enable you to better meet the budgetary, security, and compliance needs of your business. As an administration of the organization, you can create accounts in your organization and invite existing accounts to join your organization. AWS organizations features centralized management of all your AWS accounts, consolidated billing of all the member accounts. I mean, one bill only will get all the accounts they convert and they're going to give one bill. A hierarchical grouping of your accounts to meet your budgetary, security, and compliance needs, control over the AWS services and API actions that in each account can access, integration with other AWS services. AWS organization is offered free of cost. You are charged only for AWS resources that users and roles in your member accounts use, like this. Root account is there. Then we have HR team, security, finance, London, New York, BU1, BU2, BU3, BU4, like this. Multiple sub offices can be controlled. Then budgets. AWS budget gives you the ability to set the custom budget that alerts that when you use when your cost or usage exceeds your like budgeted amount. So might be you guys are telling me like, sir, I got $10 bill. Somebody telling $20 bill. Somebody telling, sir, I got 100 rupees bill, like that. So how do you get the bill? Like how they make the bill? Nothing but. So right now we're using AWS free tier account. Free tier account, nothing but only certain limited things only free, but not everything. Entire AWS account is not free. Under the AWS account, some of the services only free of cost. But other than that free of cost, if you use any other things, right, it will be chargeable, absolutely. So those charges only they applied. So now you want to see that, I mean, you want to get to know that, like whenever the bill, for example, you guys are living as it is, the bill will be goes like $100, $200, $1,000, like this, the bill will be going on. So like, how do you control that? So you can set the budget limit. So nothing but this month my budget limit will be $10. So I need to use my budget only $10 only, not more than $10. Anything I can use, but my bill should be less than $10 only available. That means if you set the limit like that, right? In case if you consume $10 is a bill means you will be setting up the threshold as 80%. 80% means $8. Whenever a bill is approaching $8, then it will going to alert you. Like you are already completed $8, so remaining only $2 left out. So within this month, you need to use only this $10 amount only. Like this, it will going to give a alert. That is a budget alerts. This is alerts when your utilization drops below the threshold. You define the AWS budgets dashboard in your hub for creating, tracking, and inspecting your budgets. From the AWS budgets dashboard, you can create, edit, and manage your budgets as well as view the status of your each budgets. You can also view additional details about your budgets, like such as high level variance analysis and budget criteria summary. Like some people used to complain, I got $1,000 bill but I didn't use anything. Then you have to analyze the things, right? Like how did you got $1,000 bill? Okay, budgets can be created at the monthly, quarterly, and yearly level also, and you can customize the start and end dates as well, like when you want to get the bill. AWS budget reports allow you to create and send the daily reports, weekly reports, and monthly reports and yearly reports also to monitor the performance of your AWS budget. Each AWS budget report delivered via email in occur a cost of $0.01. That means if you receive an email from the AWS budgets, right, then AWS will cost $0.01 for each message. Okay, then we have a cost explorer will be there. AWS Cost Explorer provides you with a set of default reports that you can use as the starting place of your analysis. You can see the Cost Explorer report as follows. Monthly cost by AWS service. That means each and every service, how much cost they're using, like that. Guys, remember, these are the non-technical things. Billing side we used to call, right? Billing and sales. Those services I'm discussing. Technically, nothing is required from this one. But you need to remember this, like how the billing cycle will work. Okay. You can see the extra cost explorer report as follows: monthly cost AWS service. AWS cost explorer includes a default report that helps you to visualize the cost and usage associated with your top five cost occurring AWS services, and it gives you the detailed breakdown on all the services in the table view. Okay. Easy to monthly cost and usage. If you think the easy to monthly cost and usage report gives you the ability to view all your AWS cost over the past 2 months, as well as the your current monthly date reports also. Monthly cost by linked account also we have. So the monthly cost by linked account report lets you view a distribution of the cost across your company. They have monthly running cost also there. The monthly running cost report gives you the overview of all your running cost over the past 3 months and provides a forecasted numbers for the coming month with a corresponding confidence interval. Reserved instance reports. AWS Cost Explorer has a easy to use interface that lets you visualize, understand, and manage your AWS cost and the manage usage over the time. Nothing but it will maintain. It will go to manage the cost in all the time, and it will going to be, so it's going to set that. So this is your current budget. I mean, this much utilization you made in this account. Like this, you'll get to know. Okay. So let me check this. What happened to this? Whether it's created or not. Okay. Again, it's failed. Yeah. This is some problem seems to be. Okay. Anyway, it's having a problem to create that. So I'm gonna delete this. Delete. Terminate environment. We need to give the environment name. The env. Terminate. It's terminating. How much time it took for creating it? That much time it will take to delete as well. Let it take that a moment. Then I need to explain the billing related things, right? Let me explain the billing ones. So here, can you guys see this account option right side? This will going to give some brief idea about the account, like account name, password. Then this account is belongs to Amod. So Amod account this would be. So here the details will be reflecting. So then what are the regions we have enabled? You have a contact numbers will be here. Like we can able to add our contact details also, and you can see what are the regions enabled, what are the regions are disabled. So only out of 28 regions, we have only few of the regions only enabled for us. You can see. Then we are not updating, like we are not getting any alerts. Okay. So if I click on here home option, I could not see, like I am the normal user, IAM user, so I could not able to see the bill and those things. Only the values are reflecting how much cost bill we got. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so here we can see that how much is the cost of the billing. Okay, what are the you can see month to date cost means for this current month this much is the bill. Okay, last month this much is the bill. Total forecasted cost for the current month. I mean, how much cost we can able to get for this month means this much most probably. Kind of a forecasted, like in the IPL we used to call it a projected score, correct? Based off on the run rate. Similar way, based off on the usage, based off on the last month usage, how much can go up to this month means this much we can able to go. Last month's total cost is $0.86. Okay, like this will be reflecting here. You can see that what are the services we using frequently is reflecting here, like EC2 0.723, Amazon EC2 compute 0.136, like this. This is a December month. For this month, if I can see EC2 other how much I used, and Elastic EC2 other and EC2 server how much we used, VPC how much I used, everything I can able to see that here based on the color code. I didn't allocate any cost here. Okay. Then bills, if I click on bills, here it will going to show the bills from last current month to previous months. It will going to show the bills. And also you guys might be surprising, like what are the services are free under this particular one means this all the services will be free as part of the this one. Okay. Then payments. If you made any payments here, right? Those payments will be reflecting here. Then any credits, nothing but some moments AWS will create something. Okay. So those will be getting up here. Like if you attended any events, right? Those events will be shown here and the credits will be shown here. Then purchase orders, like we used to call it as a POs, nothing but in case you want to purchase something from the AWS, right? We can create a purchase order and we can able to purchase that. Then cost wise, if you think about cost explorer, we discussed about just before, right? There's a cost explorer that means same thing, like how much services used and how much cost we occurred for each service. Those we can able to use with cost explorer. Cost explorer save a report. That means you can create your own report and we can able to save this. So right, we didn't create it. These are automatically created reports only. Then cost anomaly detection, nothing but by with some glitch or something, if it's generated the cost means those also will reflect. I'm skipping the tour. Let me total anomalies related 4 are there. So these are the things which we used. I mean, these are the things which will be consumed. Then free tier usage. Under the free tier, what are the things will be coming? Look at guys. This is very important to know that guys. A month to date users 28 service offers in use. One service offering are above the usage limit. Out of this, only one service only upper limit. Okay. So you guys can see here, right? These are the things: Amazon EC2, S3 bucket, VPC, SNS, SES, simple source, sorry, S3, EC2, EC2 Windows, data transfer, key management service, simple notification, SNS, load balancing. These are the things only free. Okay, but how much free? Current usage, forecasted usage, 30 GB per month, 640 request. Okay, so but forecasted 902 requests I'm using. Okay, like this, they have only few services, limited few services only. That much only you need to use. If you use more than that, then the bill will be occurring. Then data exports. You want to export this data to the maybe Excel sheet or maybe custom carbon footprint AWS usage report, like this you want to get means we can get that as well. Then cost categories, like each service how much cost we incurred, like this bifurcation also you can able to do. That's using bar chart or pipeline chart, like this anything can be used. Then cost allocation tags. For tracking the cost, we can add the tags also, like auto start and stop tag we can able to add, so that what are the servers which related to this tag, how much cost we are getting, those also can be seen. Okay, then budgets, budget. We didn't define any budgets so far. So my monthly cost budget, okay. So $10 amount used 2.5 forecasted. This much is there. Okay. Amod, did you created this? It was created by automatically.
Automatic, sir. I don't didn't read anything.
You didn't created anything, right? That the
Yes, sir.
customer. Okay, installation cover savings plan and RSS. Okay, they only created, I think, for they have to send an email for you, right? For reminding, like how much you use it, that purpose. Okay, like this, many things are there. Those all are non-technical things. And the billing and cost management is there, right? This is a non-technical related one. So where we're gonna review this means the cost, how the cost management will work, how the AWS free tier services will offer, like how much I consumed, how much the resources I'm using. For those wise only, this billing will be sufficient. Okay. So since this was deleted, anything to be terminated here. Restore option is there. Okay. Applications. Let me delete this as well. Delete application. Application name sample app. This will take some time to delete. Environments I deleted already. It's unknown is there. It's not deleted. Actions terminate. Okay, this will go anyway. This is supposed to be deleted, but some problem with the AWS account. That's the reason it was not functioning properly. But it's okay. The steps we followed are the same steps you guys has to be follow. Okay. And when to discuss about what's that, FSx. This is a very simple service. What is FSx? Nothing but last couple of classes back we discussed about EFS. Can you guys recall that EFS, Elastic File System? We use Elastic File System for uh, like the content will be shared between the two servers. Or like how many servers NFS clients are there, EFS clients, how many are there, based on that we can able to synchronize, correct? Same way NFS or EFS, this is only for Linux operating system. But Windows, you want to copy some data, you want to sync the data means that's place FSx will be coming to picture. FSx means FS means file system, X means Windows. Amazon FSx for Windows file server provides fully managed Microsoft Windows file servers backed up by fully native Windows file system. Amazon FSx for Windows file server has the features, performance, and compatibility to easily lift and shift enterprise applications to the AWS cloud. Lift and shift nothing but application which is running in your Windows server, right? You can shift that server and you can able to put that in the lift that server from the Windows and put that servers in the AWS Cloud Windows server. Right now it's running in data center Windows server, but you can lift that to AWS Cloud Windows server. You can copy paste complete application to AWS server, AWS Windows server. Amazon FSx is a native support for Windows file system feature and for the industry standard server message block (SMB) protocol to access the file storage over a network. Amazon FSx is optimized for enterprise applications in the AWS cloud with the native Windows compatibility. Enterprise performance and features are consistent sub-millisecond. Latency is nothing but for one server to another server, how much time it will take to gather data is only milliseconds only. That is sub-millisecond, not like a two-digit. It's a single-digit millisecond latency. As a fully managed service, Amazon FSx for Windows file server eliminates the administrative overhead of setting up, moving, and provisioning file servers and storage volumes. With Amazon FSx, there is no upfront hardware or software cost. You only pay for the resources used with no minimum commitments also, no setup costs also, or additional fees also applicable in this FSx. Okay. Then global accelerator is there. Let me give some hint on the global accelerator also. What is global accelerator? Nothing but, so you guys aware about accelerator in the bike, in the car also there accelerator will collect as. Like if you give more accelerator, the more speed will go. Correct. But generally it's a physics word, but the actual word in the physics is accelerator, but people converted that as the accelerator. That means the what is the meaning of that means it's a speed up process, speeding up. So AWS Global Accelerator is a service in which you create accelerators to improve availability and performance of your application for local and global users. Nothing but assume that you have a region called Mumbai region, like Hyderabad region is there in the AWS. You treat them like in the Mumbai region, you created a website. Then India people easily can able to access that website because Mumbai is there in India only. Then you think some of the people are sitting in US, they want to access your website. Do you think the same speed the website will work for US people? No, there could be
No,
delay.
there would be latency, sir.
There could be very like large delay will be there. Then you think like this. YouTube is a US based company, correct? But when you watch the YouTube videos, how like the US people how frequent what speed US people are watching the YouTube? Right? Same speed you can also watch the YouTube. But how they made the speed? They have some speeding techniques will be there. They'll use the techniques to make the speed of your application. Okay, same way, in case you designed your own application means that application is reachable by global users means how do you make your application should be efficient across the world to reach over in a sub milliseconds. That place this global accelerator will come into picture. AWS Global Accelerator is a service in which you create accelerators to improve the availability and performance of your applications for a local and global users. Global Accelerator directs the traffic to optimal endpoints over the AWS global network. This improves the availability and performance of your internet applications that are used by the global audience. Global Accelerator is a global service that supports endpoints in a multiple AWS regions. By default, Global Accelerator provides you with the two static IP addresses that you associate with your accelerator. The static IP addresses are anycast from the AWS Edge network and distribute incoming traffic across multiple endpoints services, like which increases availability and performance of your application. That means there could be two elastic IPs. The public IPs will be there. That could be static. That means that IPs will never change. Those IPs will be configured for your endpoints. Endpoints means your applications. Endpoints can be network load balancer or the application load balancer or Amazon EC2 instance, or elastic IP address that are associated with one region or multiple regions. Global Accelerator used with AWS Global Network to route the traffic to the optimal regional endpoints based on the health and client allocation and the policies that you configure. Those services reacts instantly to changes in the health or configuration to ensure that internet traffic from client is always related to the healthy endpoints. Like this, user will be there, you can access the user will reach the edge location will reach the global accelerator will reach the endpoint group reach the endpoints can be your load balancer or easy to server anything. Then you look at this diagram, there is no global accelerator concept, only normal infrastructure is there. Look at this, your router, then you have a cloud. In the cloud you hosted the application. Okay, I mean in the AWS region this is your application. Now users are there, at end users to accessing your application means they'll reach like this. There are multiple routers will be there in the cloud, they'll check those and they'll reach. But you can see localized speed only, but in between the cloud networks are there, right? Those are very slow. Look at these warning symbols. And when it reaches the AWS server, right, this will be taking longer time to respond. With the global accelerator, if you think, then the middle guys are there, right? Those middle guys will be removed. Then directly the global accelerator will come into picture here from the local ISPs to AWS network. Adding AWS global accelerator removes the inefficiencies. It leverages the global AWS network, resulting in the improved performance. What are the things will be there in that? Static IP address will be there. I said already, static IP address will use to encase the data from the any global locations. Accelerator speeding up the process, directing the traffic to optimal endpoints for reaching the overall global world. DNS name. Global accelerator assigns each accelerator with a default DNS name similar to the like this. Find the starting IP address at the global accelerator assigns you that choose from your own IP address range also. The network zone will be there. Network zone means the network zone services the static IP address, like where you got the IP address, right? That zone you call as a network IP address zone. Listener is a process inbound connections from the clients to global accelerator based on the port or port range. Nothing but how the people will reach to your application. That's the listener will call it as. Endpoint group. Each endpoint group is associated with a specific AWS region. Endpoint group includes one or more endpoints in the region. You can increase or reduce the percentage of the traffic that would be otherwise directed to the endpoint group by adjusting a setting called traffic dial. Endpoints as the load balancers. Then how to check the speed means we can use a speed compression tool will be there. Without global accelerator, with global accelerator, you can check the speed means you'll get to know how much speed your website will be reachable to the world. Like when the person access your website in the any of the country, like how fast it will be accessible. That's what going to show by global accelerator. Okay. Any questions, guys? We covered up major things, the theoretical aspects. KMS key is there and the route 53 is there. That we'll discuss in the next class.
Will we get interview questions on this, sir? Global Accelerator, FSx?
Those are basic. I mean, those are the theoretical services, no, sir. They might ask on the few services wise only. I mean, those are not comes under the major services list. But if we are aware, that would be better. But the probability will be very less only.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any other questions or confusions?
Sir, are you going to share that this one? You're supposed to share that videos, no, sir, on in one portal. You mentioned that in one of your podcasts that the videos will be shared in one of your portal. That all the videos will be available at one place.
That's I need to grant the access. The Google Drive I need to create. I need to upload from there. I need to check like how we can able to fit into one place and how I can share. I am thinking about that.
Because sometimes what happens from our end is that we forget to go ahead and download it, and it will be deleted within 30 days or after 30 days, as per the.
Yeah. But anyway,
policy of
videos will
Skype.
be in the YouTube, sir. You can download from there as well. Like whatever the classes I completed so far, right? Those I kept in a YouTube. You can download from there as well.
YouTube available, sir?
In the YouTube, it's available.
Each and every session available, sir?
So far, what are the sessions we completed, right? All the sessions videos will be available in the YouTube.
How to search in YouTube, sir? What you have to search? By your name or how it is?
We have the channel name, right? I mean, for example, you subscribe to the channel, right? In your subscription list, my channel will be available. If you click on that, you can able to get an option to see the video and you can able to download that as well.
Oh, I didn't get that, sir. Subscribe, yes. YouTube is there, but subscription of which channel you mean to say?
That means I'll share the channel link today.
That's what I said. Channel link itself, at least.
I'll share the channel link. In that channel, it should be there. If you missed out any of the videos, right, you can refer there. And unless if you want to watch from there, you can watch it. Unless you want to download it from there, you can download as well.
So you mean to say whatever things are happening on Skype, that will be same time it will happen on YouTube also.
Exactly.
Okay, you share the channel name, sir. I am not aware about your channel name. That's the reason I asked.
Share that. You can download that from there. Okay.
Okay, thanks, sir. Thank you, sir.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much for a valuable time. Bye. We'll connect tomorrow then.